Rose Schmidt spoke to a local development association about what it means for projects right here in Dane County. Rose?
That's right. Well, there are roads and bridges you travel on every day on your way to work. And President Trump's plan could encourage states like ours to put more money into their upkeep and care.
I am asking both parties to come together to give us safe, fast, reliable, and modern infrastructure that our economy needs and our people deserve.
In his State of the Union speech, President Trump laid out a proposal that generates $1.5 trillion to invest in what he calls the nation's crumbling infrastructure. Only 10 to 20% would come from the federal government, and the other $1.3 trillion would come from state and local municipalities. The goal is to incentivize states like Wisconsin to put money into things like roads and bridges.
And hopefully it's a wake-up call for Wisconsin to get on board and realize that we need to do something about our infrastructure, especially since we're one of the worst in the country.
A new report ranks Wisconsin as the 16th worst state for structurally deficient bridges. That means they're safe to travel on now, but they could become unsafe. Two of the most traveled bridges in this category are on I-90 in Dane County.
But eventually, they many times will have to post the road so that only a certain amount of tons can go over that, and that can impact our agriculture industry, our timber industry, our dairy industry in very, very significant ways if there's bridges that they can't get their loads over.
And a different national report called Wisconsin the second worst state for roads.
We don't need to tell people that the roads they're driving on are bad. They know it already, and I hear it everywhere I go.
Trump's plan, which would require local governments to pick up most of the tab, means state leaders like Governor Walker would need to approve more money to put into infrastructure, something he says he's done already.
We made the largest investments into helping local governments fix their roads and bridges in this last budget in 20 years. So I'm confident going forward we can continue to find ways to invest in our infrastructure.
The president's proposal would help fix more than just roads and bridges. Sewers and rural broadband would also see some of the money. Now, it's not clear just how much money Wisconsin would put in under the proposal, but Governor Walker said if the plan passes in Washington, he'd be willing to work with House Speaker Paul Ryan and other local leaders to benefit Wisconsin.